And that really pissed me off because I'm like, we're having all these conversations about diversity, but we're not willing to represent different versions of maternity.
Baby
Talk. Welcome to Baby Talk, a podcast for people who have no time for small talk. I'm Tayla Broad.
And I'm Lana Murphy. We made our own mini mothers group and now you're in it too. This is a judgment-free space hosted by two mums who have no idea what we're doing.
So rate, review and listen wherever you get your podcasts. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm excited because today we have the pleasure of speaking to Melbourne-based model and content creator Jess King. If you read her Instagram bio, which we did, she describes herself as a curve model and a cat lady.
That tells you everything you
very
need to know.
different to the animals I like. But she is also a writer, a body diversity advocate, and a soon-to-be first-time mum, which is so exciting. Jess has walked catwalks all over the world and was the first mid-sized model to front a campaign for Jeans West nationally.
She's garnered her online following by being an open book, and whether that's about relationships, her experience in the fashion world, or about her history with anxiety and disordered eating. Being a mum is a whole new journey for Jess and one she wasn't promised, and that's where we want to start our chat today. Hello,
Welcome,
Jess.
guys.
You just had to
Hi.
sit through a whole spiel. How does that
I
feel?
love it. You did your research.
How many cats do you have?
I have one, but I would love to have more.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's wait till the baby comes
Yeah,
and
wait
then
for
make
the
that
baby.
decision.
Now, we kick off every chat with the same question, which is how are you, but how are you really?
Well, I mean, you would know because last night you messaged me at about 10 p.m. and you were like,
Standard.
I don't know, you might be in bed. And I was like, no, actually, I'm getting fingered. I'm getting my perineal massage. We've just gotten into that this week. So
Oh my God, you
If
need
you
to
can
go
picture
get
that,
tea
that's what I'm
tree
doing.
oil. Apparently
tree
that
oil?
helps. Yeah, primrose oil, and then I think tea tree oil on the body, but primrose in your
Oh
vagina.
my God, I thought you were going
Really?
to say tea tree in your
That
vagina.
would
No,
burn.
Like,
smell the tea
burn,
tree
like my
oil.
legs
Something.
closed.
I think it's an old bars tale.
My
Okay.
reaction to that, my first response though, was like, "Ooh, lucky man! Nick hasn't seen me in about 12
I don't know
months."
about that. Like it looks like a endangered animal down there. Like it's terrifying to look at. I
Swollen.
got my eyeshadow palette out the other day and I had a look at it.
Rookie mistake.
And I was scarred. Like I'm never
Don't
looking at
do
it
it.
again.
And
Did you guys do
definitely don't do it post birth.
I did. Lana did it.
Oh, no,
I
I
did-
was-
but I even went to physios and made them do it as
Yeah,
well. I was
no,
like,
I'm doing that
Nathan's not
too.
hard enough. I need you to really
Did it
work.
help you?
Yeah, did it
I
help?
didn't care.
At all?
Amazing.
Oh, I had a grace.
Really? Oh, it must work then.
Oh my God, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
after this
I
episode
had a
and
You
be
need
like,
the
"Look at this."
technique.
I was doing the raspberry tea.
You wanna come round to my
I had,
house and
I'll
do
give you a massage. Open up.
Bye, baby daddy. You're out. You're shafted.
Oh my God. Now, when you did your announcement, you actually said you were a soon-to-be teen mum. Now, are you
Yes.
in denial like we are about our age, or do you truly think
Yes.
that you were a teen mother?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like I'm 35, guys. Like I'm geriatric.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
actually
feel
count
that.
as
Not
geriatric now,
geriatric.
don't you?
Geriatric. I'm advanced maternal age. Apparently, that's what they call it now.
Advanced maternal
Yeah.
age. I love that. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot, isn't it? It's sort of like, I feel like even when how old was I? 29, 30? 30. It was on my 30th birthday. I should remember this when I found out I was pregnant. I was like, what do you mean? I'm 12 years old. How is that possible?
Lana keeps calling me a mail order bride.
Yeah, it's like, well, she's a child. She's literally, she doesn't even
I'm
have
a child
three.
raising a child.
She doesn't even have a 3 in front of her age.
Oh my God,
So I'll be
you
the
are
teen
one of
mum,
the
you can be
youths.
the advanced mum.
Yeah,
Okay, fair.
advanced.
All right, all right.
But in saying that, this isn't something that you probably felt super ready for, right? Can you run us
No,
through
which
that?
is
How you-
ironic considering I'm 35. It's like, bitch, like wake up, you are grandma.
So you probably really, if the universe didn't make this happen, you probably would have waited till you're like, what, 40?
I would have waited, yeah, because I just wasn't ready to make it a priority in my life. I knew I wanted it someday. I saw it in my future, but I was just like, I'm too scared to make that decision.
I don't think there's ever a time where anyone goes, oh, I'm fully ready, especially with the first, because
Yeah.
there's always something. It's like, oh, but I want to go to that birthday and be sober, not sober, or I want to do this or I want to do that. And I think, yeah, you kind of forget that you age each year that you put it off. That's something that I think most people wake up and then go, shit.
No, 100%.
Mad-
We're just
might have
in
waited a
denial.
bit too long.
Yeah, we're in denial that the world is turning. So what made you come to this decision, or what forced you to make this decision?
I guess like societally, there's this attitude that, you know, when you're in your 30s, mid 30s, that your fertility declines, and we do know that's true. So I figured to be a responsible adult, I should go and like get all that checked.
Well, she's responsible sometimes.
And I have had issues in the past, and like I was kind of told, oh, you've probably got endo, but I never had it confirmed. And yeah, I decided to go off the pill, and then I got like my AMH tested and all that, and then found out I had stage 4 endo, adenomyosis, and a really low egg count.
Geez, adenomyosis, because I have endo, so I can fully relate. And actually, I'm sitting here on very strong pain medication to get through
She's
today.
not having
Day
a good
one
day.
of the period, cried on the
Oh,
train on the way
God.
here, but that's okay. Can you walk us through the second one you just
It's
said?
like
'Cause I
the
haven't heard
evil
of that.
twin sister of endo, and I don't think, from my understanding, it can't be removed.
Right, so
Yeah.
there's no operation to take
No,
it out.
no.
Have you had the, I say it wrong every time, laparoscopy?
Laparoscopy?
No,
Is that what
I
it is?
haven't, because
Right, and
I
you still were
basically
able to
just
fall pregnant?
I just got diagnosed like earlier this year, and the idea was like my specialist was like, okay, like considering your age and the severity of the endo and the fact that like, you know, my AMH was so low, she was like, you need to like do IVF straight away. Like, let's just go straight into IVF.
Wow,
rather
not
than
even a
doing-
give it a crack for 6 months. Just you're screwed. Let's go.
Yeah.
How confronting.
Gee, how did that feel
Who
to be
is
told?
your gynecologist?
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the realism.
But also, I'm like, let's deliver that a little bit nicer.
wait.
Yeah.
So you just thought, oh, okay.
Let's do this.
She was like, look, at most, like, let's give it 3 months.
Yep.
Like, you can try for that amount of time. And then if it doesn't work, like, we had the appointment booked in. We were ready to start IVF. We had this trip to Japan. We went to Japan. One night, I ate a bunch of dumplings and had too much Japanese alcohol. And that was the night that he decided I was, you know, some wanton sex goddess. And
no oysters
I
involved?
got pregnant.
Just the dumplings. Aphrodisiacs.
Some nice dumplings.
And they
That'll do it.
must, I don't know, make something internally
Yeah.
work because the implantation landed.
And then you fell pregnant.
And that's how it happened, guys.
How did you feel when you found out, though? You must have got the shock of your life.
Well, okay, so I had a very weird symptom. I had like the most disgusting BO you've ever smelled in your life.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm not normally a smelly person. I feel
Okay.
like I can
Could you
say
just
that.
smell your own BO or
Yeah,
everyone
I could
knew
just
you had BO?
smell like my armpits, like I smelled like a teenage boy. Like it
Okay.
was just repulsive.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is weird. Like I haven't done any exercise. Like I'm waking up in the morning first thing and I'm stinking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just going to do a test. Like, surely I'm overreacting. And I was not overreacting.
Were you in Japan still?
No, we'd come home.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd made it home.
Yeah.
You'd made it home.
So you obviously said you and your partner wanted to have kids because you were
Yeah.
saying you were going to start trying for IVF. But
Yeah.
how did he handle that, finding out you were pregnant so quickly?
Oh my God, he has just been so good. Like he was the rock because I was just so overwhelmed. Like I like hysterically cried when I found out, and I was like, what the fuck? Like I didn't have that time, I guess, to process like the trying and then I guess it not working. It just
Happened.
You know, I was told that it wasn't going to work, and then I got these 2 lines, and I was like, what do you mean?
And did you almost think by that point, you're like, I actually don't even know if I want this right now? Like, I know I want it, but do
Yeah.
I want it now?
It was just, it was definitely a timing thing. I was like, I know I want it, but like I didn't plan to have a baby in 2025. Like,
Yeah, it's
it just
overwhelming.
wasn't on the list. Yeah.
Okay, so we're pregnant now. So how's it been?
We're very pregnant.
We're nearly
okay?
fully
Very
cooked.
pregnant.
Yeah.
The button's undone on the jeans.
Yeah, like I don't know if you guys can see on the screen, but yeah, my pants are undone.
I feel like this is a look, though, you know? Like, this is what the cool
very
girls
cool
do. They
now.
unbutton the jeans, they roll them
but
down.
the boomers don't get
Can
it.
I do
No,
that?
they
I'm
don't.
scared.
You're right. The boomers do not get it. They look
They
at you
don't
like,
get it.
and they're like,
The
why is
judgment.
the belly out?
I don't want it. They don't want to see it.
Like, sorry, do you want me to look like Frumpy McFrumpface?
Seriously,
like,
yeah.
The belly needs to be out. Otherwise, we
Pants
look
need to be
ridiculous.
underneath
yes,
the belly.
I agree.
You're proud of the belly.
So we're pretty much full term at this point. We could have
Yeah.
a baby at any point. To the point where you said to me, "I'll come on baby talk if I'm not in labour." And it's like you do get to that point of your pregnancy. But how has it been? How's the last 9 months been?
Honestly, like I feel really lucky. It's been really good.
Great.
Like, no complications. I feel really strong. I feel like myself. My anxiety has been the best it's ever been.
So good.
That's
and,
what happened to me.
Yeah.
There has to be something
What
in
is
this.
it?
People need to study it.
Yeah.
I truly feel that if you have anxiety, you must be lacking in a lot
in
of
some
hormone.
sort of hormone.
yeah.
And you obviously receive it when you're pregnant. But did you feel any anxiety then about things like miscarriage? Or...
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the start, I was so anxious. Like, I was still doing pregnancy tests, I reckon, up until like 12 or 13 weeks.
Just to confirm.
Because I was
Yeah.
like, I just need some sort of reassurance that
And
I
they
am
don't give
pregnant.
you a scan for so far
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
you're
I was doing the
right.
same. I had
Yeah.
a box of pregnancy tests where
Yeah.
like every 3 days ago, I just check.
Yeah.
And would the endo have complicated that? Are you more prone to a miscarriage with endometriosis?
Yeah, so my GP had told me on the first appointment, like, just so you know, because of your endo and like where it is in your body, you're more susceptible to miscarriage.
Right.
And I had just like taken that like bite-sized piece of information and like ran with it. And then
like this is fact.
Well,
this
anxiety
is
will
fact.
do that.
Like
Yeah.
my TikTok algorithm was like, you know, telling me about miscarriages at, you know,
Dangerous.
7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, that was probably my most anxiety moment
Yeah.
in the pregnancy.
You speak of the anxiety obviously slowing down that you're pregnant, but you've also shared your journey with your body image and how you talk to your body and your journey with that over the years. Do you feel a different appreciation for your body, or have you been struggling with the body changes during pregnancy?
I have felt so much better in my body image that I thought I would. I really thought I'd be super stressed about the weight gain and, you know, stretch marks and cellulite and everything. But I think because there's such a clear purpose for all those changes that I can rationalize it in my head. But that in turn makes me worried about postpartum. Like, as soon as the baby's out, am I going to be,
But then
oh
you
my
get
God,
a
I need
prize.
to-
You get the baby.
True. But I just worry that, like, am I going to just expect my body to be exactly how it was before? Like,
Yeah.
super, super quick. You know what I mean?
And I think it's a societal thing, because when you're pregnant, it's like you are this goddess and everyone bows at your feet, and you walk down the street and it's like the crowds pass and they're like, oh, you beautiful pregnant woman.
You're glowing.
You're glowing. You're an angel. And then as soon as you're postpartum, you're like, get the fuck
They're
out of
like,
my way,
"You
you
look
disheveled
tired."
mum. You look gross. Why don't you have any makeup on? Why are you sagging? Why haven't you fixed your tummy yet? And it's just like, that's society,
Yeah.
not just ourselves,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, not to scare you about the future, but that is unfortunately the reality. Yeah. And can you go into a bit more about how you felt about your bodily changes? Like, have you loved your body more than you ever have? I mean, you've had a very complicated relationship with it over the last 2-3 decades now.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a love for my body. It's more of just an appreciation and respect for what it's doing.
Yeah.
I definitely like have moments where I look in the mirror, especially now where I'm so far along, and I'm like, oh my God, like I have so much more cellulite than I ever did. Like, I can feel just like everything is softer than it was. I've lost a lot of tone. My areolas are the size of dinner plates.
Everyone's are. It's okay.
We had a dinner party for my birthday, and there was a lot of young girls at the table, and this was
One was 22. I felt like I was 100 years old.
You are.
Why do you do this
One
to me?
had brought up pregnancy and the changes, and areolas was a big point of conversation and a big scary point of conversation
people
for them.
don't
But
know
they,
that.
they go lighter again, and they shrink, and you'll be fine.
Oh my God, I hope so, because they are taking up like my whole tit at the moment. They're just like so big. It's so weird.
It's
to
okay.
look
There's a
at.
reason for it. Are you planning on breastfeeding? Is that
I'm
the
gonna
hope
try,
afterwards?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
But like, how blind is this kid?
I
that you
know.
can't see them. Like, you can see these from the moon.
Glow in the dark.
Maybe you are
Seriously,
having a
they're
blind child.
huge.
Oh my
gets you through.
God.
Besides, obviously, you know, having a bit more understanding for yourself and growing large areolas, what's been your favourite part about pregnancy so far, if you had to pick one thing?
Oh, I think like first thing that comes to mind is like sharing it with our families and their
Aw,
excitement. Like,
that's
that was so special,
nice.
especially my family. You know, they knew about my endo and everything, and so they kind of thought that like, you know, it was going to be a really long journey. It might not happen at all.
Right.
And the shock and just excitement, it's just been so special. And that really just like having them boosting us along the way is just so nice.
Oh, that's so
That's so
beautiful.
nice.
Did you do one of those little montage videos of all the family
Announcement videos.
reactions?
I did, of
Yeah,
course.
cool.
To a Taylor
Had
Swift
everyone
song.
Of course you
crying.
did. Of course you did.
That's so good. Now, you are getting very close. Do you have a pregnancy plan, a birth plan? Where are we going with this?
I mean, I did do a post on Instagram saying that like I wanted to come out with 3 holes instead of 1. So
I like
I'm
that.
I'm gonna
I like
share
that
that with
goal.
my OB. But honestly, Not really. I'm just going to go with the flow.
Great.
Like, I had a back injury in my 20s where I broke my coccyx bone. So it's on a bit of a weird angle. So we're just going to kind of like play it by ear and see how
Okay.
that
Open to
goes.
all the
And
things.
she was like, just might mean you need to
Might be a flexi
birth
baby.
on, all
All
fours.
fours.
And I was like, great.
I did all fours with Navy. I highly recommend the experience, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah, it's very animalistic.
Can't
It's
do that
great.
with
I
an
was listening
epidural,
to
though.
that episode, yeah.
You just go,
I was waiting for the mooing.
yeah, bring it on. What are you most excited about when the baby arrives? I mean, obviously meeting the baby. That's
Meeting
an
the
obvious answer.
baby, soft cheese, rosé, sleeping on my stomach.
Fair.
Uh,
Sleeping on your stomach, so underrated.
having sex again.
Yes. Not just the perineal
Not being
massage.
scared of my own vagina.
Lots of things. So we're really looking forward to not being
She wants
pregnant.
to bring out
Yeah.
the makeup mirror again
Yeah.
and make sure she can have a look
Yeah,
down there.
wait at least 3 months would be
3
my
months?
advice. I
Okay.
just wouldn't even go there. Would you?
Yeah, 3 months. I
Yeah,
reckon.
no, thank
Don't
you.
even look.
No, thank you.
Just stay away from it.
Okay, so one thing I'm really fascinated with what you do is obviously you've got such an involvement with the fashion industry and the modeling world and image and all of that stuff. So what's been your take on being pregnant and the perception of being pregnant in the fashion world?
Oh my God, I don't exist.
Oh,
Wow.
great. Okay, seriously.
Yeah, like I went from like full-time modeling and obviously I do a bit of writing and content creation to just like the shoots dried up. Like there's not really any work if you're someone of my size and pregnant in the industry.
What do you mean?
So my agent would basically all these brands, they will have sample sizes for
Yeah.
their maternity, and they're more often than not in like a size 8 to 10 or like a 10C or something if we're talking about lingerie. So there's not really a lot of work for someone,
That's wild.
if
to
any,
me.
work for someone of my size. And that really pissed me off because I'm like, we're having all these conversations about diversity,
Yeah.
but we're not willing to represent different versions of maternity. And you guys would know, being
Of
pregnant,
course.
like a lot of the time when you see this marketing online, the models aren't even pregnant themselves.
No,
Yeah,
They're
it's just
wearing
the fake bumps.
Yeah.
And like, how often does everyone's bump look like that?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
Literally never.
Mine was
Yeah.
so uneven.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mate,
you
don't
carry
even look at the
differently
belly button.
depending on the
seriously.
day, on
Yeah.
the hour.
Some people have
on-
big
yeah.
meat, brown lines.
This is
and-
really
Yeah.
shocking to me because I would think
would get
as a
more.
mid-size model, this is actually your time. This is
No.
your time to
No.
get shoots because that is the average human being, the average woman, and that's what we
Yeah.
are when we're pregnant. That is wild.
No, and
so
it's all the
weird.
big brands that you would know of who don't shoot.
Does that then make you worried for what it looks like after you have the baby? Like, do you feel like there's a pressure on yourself then to perform at the level that they're expecting then?
I think it'll be a bit easier for me modeling wise postpartum just because I won't have the bump, and a lot of the brands that I work for, whether they're, plus size brands or straight size brands, whatever, they're open to, having curves anyway. So I think the work will be there. It's just disappointing and like disheartening that, that representation is not there. And I'm like, I've tried to fight it a little bit by doing a lot of my own shoots and talking about it with Women's Health. But it's really frustrating.
Thanks for listening to Baby Talk. We talk a lot about today's victories here, so I think we should tell you about the place you can visit where victories can be found on every shelf. We're talking about Baby Bunting, of course. Now, they know those special moments you have with your baby are everything, and they want to keep the special coming. That's why they're always bringing you great value across everything you need for your little one or little ones. There's big savings on feeding, car seats, prams, and all the essentials that helps your family thrive. Finding a great deal on the perfect item will be today's victory. Baby Bunting's Cyber Month sale is on now. Shop in-store or online today. I noticed that when you fell pregnant that you were doing probably like an active call out to brands for maternity shoots. You were saying, I really want to shoot this bump. I've got, 6 months to go. Let's do it. Did you get much of an uptake on that?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No, because a lot of the time they actually realistically they can't shoot me because their garments won't work.
Right.
There's even one brand at the moment who wants to shoot me before I'm due,
Oh, yeah?
and they are making the samples to fit me.
But they
Are
didn't
you
have them.
serious?
They didn't have them. Yeah.
Okay, well, we like this brand that they're trying.
They're going out of their
Definitely
way.
Yeah,
for
trying,
sure.
But like all I can say is I hope that you will then release those sizes
Yeah,
for
that
women
it's
not
who are
just for
watching,
you.
who are my size, who feel, you know, inspired or empowered by seeing me in these outfits.
Yeah.
And I hope that they will make them available to everyone in bigger sizes.
So what sizes are we talking here? Because isn't the average size in Australia like a size 14 to 16 anyway?
It's a 16 to 18 at the moment.
So we're going
and-
one up from average.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And they're not making things in that size?
No.
Do you get the gist from these businesses that they will then be able to roll out those clothing in those sizes?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think some people have the right idea and they're really wanting to become more diverse. I've had brands like consult me since I've kind of said these things online. Like, what can we do better? What should we be doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, like I researched all the main maternity brands and I think it was like pretty much all of them only went up to like a size 16.
Max.
And you
Yeah.
have to remember that in pregnancy, like a standard size 16 won't fit a maternity
Yeah.
size 16 the same way.
And we're all sizing up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a 12. I was suddenly wearing
Yeah.
14s and
Yeah.
that's absolutely insane to me.
Yeah.
So what needs to change then? What's your message to the big brands and the big, because they're definitely tuning into Baby Talk.
Oh, they need to extend their sizes. They need to consult real pregnant women. They need to fit their clothes on real pregnant women. They need to do away with the fake bump and, you know, the fake advertising online. You know, shoot your garments on a shorter pregnant person or a taller pregnant person, a curvier, because I guarantee that garment is going to look 10 times different on each person. There's just so much that needs to be done, and
Yeah.
It's not getting done.
it's not happening.
It's not an
Yeah.
overnight solution, but
I
yeah.
actually heard a rumor that it is more expensive. So if they were to hire someone that was pregnant, they have to pay them more.
Why?
Then because like they're going through more to be at that shoot.
Girl, I did not get paid more.
Oh, you're like,
Yeah, this is.
I wish I knew that.
I've
She's
heard
thinking.
that.
Oh, I need
Yeah,
to
so
talk to my
the
agent about
pregnant
that.
women will get paid more. So then they hire someone that isn't pregnant to wear the bump because then they can keep their normal.
well, that's a
rate.
bullshit excuse if I've ever heard it.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
But that is
Yeah.
what I have heard.
That's how
Yeah.
they're justifying it,
Yeah.
at least.
Probably has something to do with the fact that the garments, for them, the garments will sit and
Better.
fall easier on
Yeah.
a fake bump
Yeah.
than, you know, a pregnant person. As we talked about before, you know, your bumps moving around, changing, you know, you have to readjust a lot of the time when you're wearing these maternity clothes. So yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I actually got a few of those cool, like, you know, underbelly jeans during pregnancy, but even the maternity brands don't do them very well because they don't allow for actually your lack of curves. That's what I
Yeah.
noticed during my pregnancy. I have
You
a
lose
very
your
curvy
waist.
belly, but you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
have the waist. So you're not holding your jeans up there. So then you become like a man where you have to have a belt on all the time. And I'm like, is this why you guys wear belts all the time? But it makes me wonder, like, is that because they're fitting these things and designing them on not actually pregnant women?
Most
Yeah,
probably.
most likely.
Who
Yeah.
have actually, you know, you're not in that
Yeah.
shape.
Do you have any brands that you do recommend that you found or not really? None.
You're like,
I'm like, are we going to give anyone a
You
high
put
or
me on the
no?
spot. I think Bumpsuit is
Okay,
doing some
cool.
really nice stuff. You
Great.
know Nicole, she's an Aussie
Yeah.
model. There's not much stuff in Australia where it's like fashion forward and maternity. I think there's a
Lululemon
real-
leggings.
They are great. They are
Every
great.
single
Fashion forward though.
pregnant woman in Australia has
Yes.
owned a pair of them.
True. The Align, chef's kiss. Yeah, I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of making maternity on trend. And, you know, look at all the fuss around Rihanna, the Rihanna effect. Like, everyone saw her become pregnant and we were all like, oh my God, like, I'm inspired. I want to dress like this. I want to show that, you know, you can be like cool and like cunty and like
Yes!
editorial.
I
and-
can wear my cool puffer jacket and my cool hair and have
Yeah.
my big belly out and all
Jewelry
those
on the
things.
bum.
Yeah.
You don't see that in Australian fashion. And I don't know if that's because we're more conservative than some countries.
Mm.
And as we talked off mic before, you know, the boomers freak out as soon as they see the sign of a stomach in Coles.
Yes, yes.
Um,
How dare you expose that to me? I cannot
God
see that
forbid I
fetus.
see your skin.
It's just
Yeah.
so stupid, so
Yeah,
stupid.
really.
And I know that it's like, it seems maybe silly to overstate, but you cannot overstate the importance of people seeing themselves in fashion, in photo shoots and on TV, right?
Oh, totally. Like, even just me having a small platform, like the comments that I've gotten from people, seeing the shoots that I've done or just me talking about it online, they said they feel, so much more seen and heard and represented. And it's, it's not just a me problem. Like, this is a problem across the board for pregnant women. And you don't even have to be curvy to experience this. Like, it's hard whether you're a smaller size as well, going and trying to find clothes. It's such an overwhelming time. And the Butterfly Foundation also did research into this, and there is such a huge effect on a woman's self-esteem during pregnancy, and especially when it comes to dressing, that adds a whole new layer in terms of self-confidence. And these brands are just not providing a safe or enjoyable space for pregnant women.
All right, brands, Aussie brands,
Step it up.
lift.
Oh, brands totally need to lift. You see what's happening overseas, and a lot of these mainstream brands, they don't necessarily cater to maternity, but they will shoot clothes on a pregnant person just because, our bodies go through all these different seasons and changes. How many people got pregnant in Australia this year? Over 300,000 people, something crazy like that. So
Gee, that's a lot of babies.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
babies. It makes sense that, that is shown in fashion. We got to a point with diversity where we started showing clothes on shorter people, taller people, older people. So, like, why don't we do that with pregnancy?
You're
as
so
well?
right, and it doesn't have to be a specific maternity gene or maternity
It's
dress.
just
Just
Yeah.
exist,
Yes.
just be pregnant and look bloody good in clothes.
And I've
Yes.
loved wearing all of my usual clothes pretty much, like styling them in different ways, or, even just like going to the shops and just buying something in like 2 sizes bigger and just like wearing it in a different way. Like, that's so much more exciting to me than like an oversized sack.
100%.
Or the real stretchy band that you're like, I will never.
This will never see the light of day
No.
again.
wear this
Yeah.
without a pregnancy.
Yeah.
bump.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just also seems really wasteful as
Yes.
well. And I couldn't wrap my head around that. I was like,
The
I can't wrap my
waste.
head around buying all these clothes that like I'm only going to wear for a short period of time. I would rather buy something that's like
Wait till you
suitable
start
for
buying
pregnancy,
baby clothes then.
postpartum.
Yeah,
That
Oh
is
my God,
waste.
true.
They get about 2 weeks out of
They
it.
shit on it and you're like,
That's why we buy from
well,
Op
that's
Shop.
now in the burn bin.
But
There is one brand that comes to mind though who is doing some cool stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have heard of the Lullaby Club.
Yes,
But
very
they're-
cool.
Yeah,
They've got a
th-
great
I
sale
live
at
under
the
a
moment,
rock,
actually.
but keep
Yeah,
going.
so it's not so much maternity, but their whole ethos is about creating clothes for just the different seasons of your life. So, some pieces might have, a zip in the top for breastfeeding, or they might have adjustable ties so you can whip a tit out, or, adjustable waistband if you're growing bigger or smaller. And I think like we need to be thinking more about that as well, as women grow and change, whether you're pregnant or not.
Such a good point, because I think a lot of the time you'll go to a brand because they have amazing pregnancy clothes, but then as soon as you give birth, your body doesn't just automatically go back to normal, but then they haven't taken into any consideration of breastfeeding mothers.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you've got, these really great clothes that got you through pregnancy, but now you can't wear them because you can't just undo your arm and flip the top over your head.
That's why I reckon sizing up is great. But
Yeah.
also that is a great shout out, the Lullaby Club, because they do have breastfeeding in mind for a lot of mums.
That's
and different
great.
like shapes, body shapes and sizes. And it's actually
It's
trendy
done in a
too.
nice way. It's not
Yeah.
done in this like overt way where it's like you
a pink
look like a
zip
cow
that everyone
and
can
you're like,
see.
That's what that's the thing, those
Yeah.
daggy tops, and you're like, oh,
or it's
look,
like
I'm
a
a
circle
breastfeeding
on the top, and you're
mother.
like, cool.
You're right. It needs to be like fashion forward first,
Yeah.
and then practical after
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I
happy
agree.
with
that's what we want. We want to feel hot.
Listen,
We wanna feel
everyone, we're
hot.
starting a
Yeah.
movement.
We want to feel like ourselves.
So, going back to the endo journey and then falling pregnant, is there something you would like listeners to know if they're in the early stages of finding out they have endo? Obviously, you're not going to tell them that they can fall pregnant first go, because we know that's not the reality for most. But just hearing that news, like what got you through in those early stages that you'd like other people to know to hold on to?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want to be this poster girl for fertility, because obviously I have no idea what it's like. I had a very quick turnaround from being told you're possibly infertile to like banging out the baby in one go by accident.
Dumplings.
Yeah. So I don't want to, I guess, give anyone false hope, but I guess, yeah, in those couple of months where it was so uncertain, I did spiral a lot, and I got on Google and I freaked myself out and I thought it would never happen. So I guess like you know, it's very obviously, once again, very rich coming from myself where I've been so lucky, but I guess keeping that hope and, you know, getting professional advice, try not to listen to the internet and TikTok.
TikTok is a
as I
dangerous place
did a
to
lot.
be. Yeah. Yeah.
And just, you know, remaining hopeful and remembering that every journey is different and you just, I guess, you never know either way.
We love it.
So moving on, maybe by the time this episode comes out, you may already have a baby, or you will probably be a few days away from having a baby. It's going to be a little boy,
yes.
a little Simba.
Do you have names? Don't tell us, but do you have names picked
We
out?
have a very long list of names, but we did originally think it was going to be a girl, and we were just shook when we found out it was a
Wow.
boy.
Okay.
So, but boy names are hard, don't
They
you
are.
think?
They
I
are.
feel like I spoke to you about this at an event.
It's like, are we going classic? Are we going
No.
like
It's
really
also
rogue?
A boy
And
name that suits them at 30 doesn't suit a baby
True.
a lot of the
Yeah.
time. So you've got to play into that whole like,
Yes.
oh, what's going to work for now?
And it's easy to go like super rogue and like cool, which I would argue I've done with my children. I have a Bowie and a Navy for anyone who hasn't listened. But I think that's also risky because, well, if you care about what other people think, because every time I tell people what my kids' names are, they literally respond with, "Oh, okay."
okay.
I was at a baby shower on the weekend.
they're not even that rogue.
I'm telling you though, I was at a
That
baby
is
shower.
not rogue.
And that,
It's
thank
not.
you. It's not like rainbow and butterflies.
No,
I mean,
true.
Navy's a little bit on the edge, but
No, I don't even think so.
That's
we had
'cause
a
we're
really
millennials.
rogue name that was like originated in France. Like,
Love it.
okay. Ooh la la.
Not
She's
going
cultural. She's fancy.
it's not big here. Anyway, we told my mother-in-law, and bless her, she goes, if you want.
Worst
And I
response
was like, oh my
ever.
God,
You're
I
like,
hate the
can't do
name.
that.
I can't do it.
This is why you can't be telling people
know.
before. You
Lana
cannot-
did this. She
yeah.
told her family.
remember-
They
you
talked her
even
out
told
of it and
me
then
at an
changed
event.
his name.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
pick a name now, or you
You
have to be
do.
comfortable just having a nameless baby for a fortnight, I think.
Well,
I
I
don't think
truly
will,
thought
'cause
about
I said to
considering
myself,
changing it.
like, I can't leave the hospital without him having a name.
oh,
I
you're
think-
screwed then.
Oh,
Sorry,
I think you
Jess.
should have like at least two that you're picking between.
But I'm also not that girl who like goes and gets it embroidered on a blanket. at,
No,
like,
we're not
6
doing
months
that.
pregnant.
No, we're not doing that. I'm always I really respect the people who have the like blanket ready to go in the
like,
hospital.
I
I'm
wish
like,
that could be
how
Do you know what that is?
organised are you?
That's a woman who has gone to her husband. You have no choice in the name.
And this
True,
is the name.
true, yeah. and
Do
he's
you
just
have
rolled
equal
over.
say, or have you gone, nah, this is my decision?
Look, I am like a bit of a pushover. I'm like easy breezy. He's quite opinionated sometimes, but he's also like, we're getting to the pointy end of pregnancy. He's like, fuck, you've been through a lot.
Yeah, whatever you
Like,
want,
I
Dal.
think he's realizing that
You
you know,
win.
like, yeah,
You get the final say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, my advice to you is have a number one name, because we
Oh,
went in
God.
with 3 and we were like, he's just going to tell us what his name is. And he looked like an alien and he didn't talk shit.
Shit, okay.
You've got this.
Are we mainstream, or are we going a bit down the Navy path?
Not like mainstream. Like he won't be like a, I don't know what
A
is
James.
mainstream. You know,
John,
someone on
James,
set the other
Sam.
day said to me, you know what? It's a really lovely boy name for a baby. I think John. And I was
Stop
like,
it.
sorry, what the
Sorry,
fuck?
Johns, if you're listening.
Baby John. He's not.
Are
gonna
you
be
joking?
John.
Did someone
Someone
legitimately say
literally
that?
said that.
What generation were they from?
Yeah,
She's
that
a
was-
Gen Z.
Wow.
Okay, sorry, girl,
What
but
is happening?
no.
No.
And
Hard
everything
no.
comes around again, but like John.
Don't come at us if your child is called that, please.
Anyway,
Staying on the trend of fashion, postpartum dressing. Do you have a plan for this? Are we going for the real maternity clothes after? Or are we going straight back into your clothes that you have always known and loved? Or what's your like deal with this?
Well, this is
Because
why we
look,
bought large,
yeah.
wasn't it? This is why we bought bigger clothes.
I'm a bit Delulu, I reckon, because I've kept, you know, all my favorite jeans and dresses and outfits, and they're just like sitting in my wardrobe. Like
one
I'm
day.
hoping that, you know, I will not get back into them in terms of like get my body back, la la la, because I don't subscribe to that. Just more so I can feel more like myself. I think in terms of like practicality, obviously sets are going to be my best friend. Anything that I can undo, because I'm hoping I'm going to be able to breastfeed. Stretchy stuff.
You're going to be a summer mum as
comfy.
well, which I think is always
Yeah.
really
That's
beneficial
good,
because you're not
actually.
rushing to
Jealous.
put jeans on.
Yeah.
Jeans are a
true.
bit of a trigger point, I think, once you've had a
Yeah.
child.
You can just wear flowy, oversized.
go
like,
get
fun
those
cotton
beautiful,
linen
like,
dress,
dish
maybe
linen
something that I
pants,
can
yeah.
like, you know, button up or like has a tie around the bust.
Well, who doesn't love a little matching linen set during summer as well? You
Yeah.
can just live in that.
And
I
I
agree.
want something cute to wear home from the hospital. Like, people laughed at me when I talked about this online, but I
I'm
feel
laughing at you too. Keep
I'm
going.
laughing. You're not going to wear it.
really,
When
No.
we're isolating
You
her.
are bleeding from your
Right.
vagina with a nappy on. You have mucus still coming out
But
of
you can
places
still
you don't
look
even
cute.
know.
You can still look cute,
not
she
like,
says.
not like impractical cute,
Okay.
but like, you know, obviously
Just
it's
something
gonna
makes
be
you feel
really
good.
loose, something that makes, you know, maybe a nice print or something.
Okay, fair.
A nice fabric like a cotton or a linen, just something.
We'll give it to
because
you.
For me, what I wear plays such a big part in my mood overall, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm already an anxious, depressed girly. I'm like, let's just give myself the best shot at this.
I
in
love
every
that.
way.
Do you think
Okay.
you're going to be that mum then that gets up and like puts some tinted SPF on and does her mascara and does a slick back bun and you're going to have your shit together?
I probably won't.
Okay.
But the thing is, that always does make me feel better.
It
when I'm
does,
having
I was
a
going
bad
to
mental
say,
health day.
we have both said that if you just get up some days and push through the whole,
Just
like,
brush
I'm
your
going to stay
eyebrows
in
up.
trackies,
Yes.
you feel 10 times better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
thing. So you know what? We're laughing at her, but I actually now endorse. You've already
If you can
convinced me I'm
find
on
a
your
good
side.
one, send
I
it
endorse
through.
a
I
cute
wanna
little
see
going
it.
home outfit as long as it's not white. It cannot be light in any
No
way.
light colours.
Guys,
I
I,
just-
literally just bought a white pair of pajamas
Cute.
with
No.
love hearts on it
Nah.
for the hospital.
No, Jess, put it away, burn it, pack it away. My best friend
You
did
can
that.
pack it, but you'll burn it after.
She sent me a photo like 2 hours after she had her baby, my best mate, and she was in this linen white PJ, and I was like, "Did you not birth it, or like,
Where's
did
it
you have a
gone?
surrogate?" She's like, "I did not put much thought into this."
Oh,
So please
no.
learn the lesson. No white. I
Okay.
cannot emphasize how much you're going to bleed,
I
Jess.
know.
I don't want to
Oh
scare
my
you.
God.
But there is bodily fluids, okay? So we just need to wear
Well,
dark
the child's
clothes.
as well. The first poo is black, so take that
True,
into
I've
consideration.
heard it's hard to get out of clothes.
Anyway, put a nice little set on, take a photo, and then put the dark clothes on. We're done here.
Get
We're
my
done.
photo up.
There's our motherly wisdom.
Motherly Wisdom 101. Thank you so much for joining us, Jess. We love you.
Thanks for
Thank
having me,
you.
guys.
Thanks for joining us for another episode. We'll be back here at the same time, same day next week.
We'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land this podcast is recorded on or wherever you're listening to it now.
Make sure you rate, review, and follow Baby Talk. Chuck us a DM on Instagram or send us an email, babytalkpodcast@9.com.au. Bye. Bye.